We're paying for quality right here.
No, we're not. I actually asked for seconds, so that's what you get.
Did you think we were at the supper table or what?
I did. It's just like when I stole that peach the other day.
Hey everyone, it's a great Saturday. You know why? We get to work. Woo! Last week we poured that new bunk line. We're adding on to it. 4 bunks, 10 foot each. I think these were over $75 a foot. Isn't that crazy? And we got seconds, meaning these have some flaws. You can see in this one, you know, right here, and then getting into this area, a lot of exposed rock. So that means if you buy number 1, it's gonna be even more expensive. Anyway, we're gonna set these up. We got some concrete work to do and some welding, and so we're gonna get after it. Ed's gonna drive this out back. I'm gonna grab the skid loader. What more would you want to do on a Saturday? Oh, I guess Brian doesn't want to work. I don't know. Hello? Two bunks in. Lined up pretty good, pretty well. After we get these next 2 in, we'll put what holds the cables up on, we'll bolt them on. And then after that, we'll be able to see where the cable's gonna end up. We're gonna dig a hole, cement in one of those big iron tubes, and then we're gonna weld our cable ratchets onto that big tube. We're just maneuvering over so I can pick those up from the other side. They are heavy. Believe it or not. I mean, they are made out of concrete. I guess we gotta buy more critters, huh? It's pretty dang straight. Well, next we're gonna grab the uprights and bolt them on.
Okay.
Delicioso. got the old man flow. Oh, you're gonna become concrete, my friend.
He's getting elected into the South Dakota Basketball Hall of Fame.
Wow.
They went to state when he was a senior, and he held a record for 30-some years of most points in a state tournament.
Wow. We got some rebar today.
The rest to make a hole.
I see. Ooh. Here, Dad, can you make it look like I do work?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So we got our posts in, and we got our piece of continuous cut. Now we're getting ready to weld it. We're gonna couple it on there, clip it onto the wood post, and I'm gonna go grab the welder. We're gonna be able to do everything today, including welding that tensioner on here. We're not gonna be able to tighten the cable because that concrete is still setting in there, so we don't wanna pull that post. So it'll be pretty much done, and then in a week we'll tighten it up and this will be ready. It's a freshly wrapped and sealed box of rod.
I hope there's chocolate in there.
It looks like there could be a golden ticket in this.
Say please.
So up next, you know, there's a big gap right there. We don't want somebody getting a head or a hoof stuck. So we got this little piece of iron we're gonna weld on there. Real solid. Dad's gonna get working on the cable, sticking them together. And then once he gets them over here, we'll see where we want those tensioners and weld them onto the post. So Dad was working down there, and I was grinding over here, and I threw a chunk of something all the way over there, and it hit him in the hand, and now he's bleeding. Wear eye protection. We're ready to tack this next one on, and then we're pretty close to done. Just got to cut the cable, reattach it to the short second one, and run them over here. It's a good Saturday, I tell you. I sure would like a chair. That would help me out a lot. Looks like we got the cables laid. We just got to cut them and tighten them up. Of course, we're going to wait a few days, let that cement get hard down in there, cure. At a distance, it looks all right. That should work, huh? And so how these work is you stick something in there and you turn them. And then there's a little stop on top that keeps it from loosening. The Cheerios are starting to look good. It's 1 o'clock and we ain't had lunch yet.
Yep.
What the heck's going on?
We're gonna finish this and then we're gonna be like, yeah, glad that's done.
Just got hit by a bug. It flew right into me.
Had a bird land on my shoulder once.
I was once walking into a state tournament basketball game, and I saw some friends, and then I got hit with something, and you know there's snow on the ground, and I was thinking someone just threw a snowball at me.
You just won't put that close, I think. Well, no, because, yeah, that'll work.
And then as I was saying, I looked at my coat, and there was a fresh bird poo on me. I could hear the geese flying above me.
And you thought, well, how bad a luck can I have?
Yeah, and so then this other time, I was with my 3rd grade girlfriend, Allison. She's pregnant right now, by the way. She's a good friend.
And married.
And married. That's important. And we're swinging side by side at the same time, which means you're in love. Yeah. And a bird pooped on me. So I've been pooped on a few times.
Maybe the bird was a sign that she wasn't the one for you.
Well, she wasn't, so not anything against Allison.
No, she's pretty special.
Well, that'll do. Being as my wedding is outside, I could get pooped on then.
That'll be a sign.
That's a... Oh, good. I won't tell her. I won't tell her if I get pooped on.
Yeah. Put Buzzy Buzz Buzz on there. It started curling up and biting me. Didn't care for that much.
Looks pretty snazzy. Awesome. And so what we were running into last year is we had so many heifers that we were getting ready to calve that this thing was full to the point where when we fed there'd be about 10 or 12 standing behind waiting for their turn, and that's just not a good situation. You really want them to be eating all at the same time.
And also the song of the day is Redneck Girl from the Bellamy Brothers. Redneck girl got name on the back of her belt.
Alright.
Yeehaw.
So after we get this sorghum chopped out here and we get a little closer to winter, we'll have these heifers out here feeding with the new bunk line.
And we'll say, man, I wish we had 20 more feet of bunk line.
Huh. Well, we cemented that one in pretty good, so we might want to go the other way. Let's get the flock out of here. Okay. Gotta make them all look good. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, I didn't realize there was that many. Alrighty. We got her all put together. Concrete poured a week ago. Got the bunks in. Everything's welded up. Looks pretty good. We'd love to see you next time. Harvest is right around the corner. Maybe 15 days. Starting wet corn. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Have a good one. One less thing on the list.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a new list.